Hello YouTubers, as you can see, I finally got my security camera system installed. The other 6 haven't installed. As you can see, the last time I only had just these 2 channels going for this room, which was that camera and that camera, which is a special den camera and the only one that has a built-in microphone. I have to say, it was a little bit challenging at times. Because my original plan was for me to route the cables out here, but it wasn't like a stud or anything. It was like a piece of wood that they kind of stuck across. I guess has a firewall barrier, so I couldn't route the cables through there. But here, this is where the cables go out. Now I used a regular old wire mold box just to make the job look neater. Instead of, seeing wires go straight in the wall, I like to use that. And there's 6 cables, which go to W shop 1, 2, driveway 1 and 2, F street and F porch, which that's not F porch, I still need to rename it. Now the very first thing before I did anything with this is I upgraded the hard drive in it. Now this is the original hard drive, which is made by Seagate. It's also 320 gigabytes. Now this drive was a little bit noisy because it's an older drive, and this system was made around 2009. This all-in-one DVR, I believe it was like $900 at Costco. Came with original Lorex cameras and whatnot. Now this is the hard drive caddy here. There's a hard drive caddy here. I got a 500 gigabyte specially made DVR hard drive, I believe for $20, which is not bad. And this drive is actually pretty quiet and it doesn't get really hot. This drive would make my room feel really hot all the time. And as you can see, the status lights here, we have recording going on, so this is recording this footage right now. So, and let's just say that this has been handy to have. We've already had to look through footage because we all thought my sister was lying about something, so we checked the footage and whatnot. So, because our sister's pretty good at lying, so it's hard for her to sneak out of the house if she wanted to. There's that camera, that's a den camera. And by the way, these den cameras are not the very best. As you can see, I had a electrical tape the den connectors, which basically what it is a PS2 mouse and keyboard connector, exactly the same, but for cameras with the video signal and audio signal and power. Very poor connections. I have to wiggle that connection. I had to wiggle it to make it work when I installed it, but ever since then it's fine. There's just a little bit of noise in the footage, but that's to be expected. As you can see here, I had to abbreviate the names of the locations I put some of these cameras because there could only be a certain number of characters you could put in. So that's why I just abbreviated it that way, in case you're wondering. And some of you may be asking, how come I didn't route the cables through the attic? Well, I have to tell you this. When they built this house, right on the other side of the wall above, there's pieces of plywood, so I can't get access to the ceiling there. I can't walk above there because it acts as a firewall barrier apparently. And also, I can't really climb on this side here. Again, as you can see, right on the other side of this wall here, there is an attic access in the hallway, but I can't walk on this side because A, there's ductwork everywhere here that goes to this vent, and then that return over there right by that Atlas speaker there. So, and I didn't want to risk, falling through the ceiling because that would be not good. That was the easier route. That's why I did it that way. So we're going to go take a trip to the workshop and outside, show you the cameras in there. So now we're in the workshop here. Here is one of the cameras here, right next to that Bosch motion detector there. That goes to the security system. This is one of them right here, and that's what gets the angle of the door and all this here. So if someone were to try to break through this door here, break in right there, they get a nice, cameras will pick them up really nicely. So, and that one there as well picks up the footage over here. But if someone were to break through that window there as well, break in through there, they get a good footage here. And this basically gets a view of this garage door and all this stuff here, which by the way, I am selling some of this stuff. So, this is my free washer machine and dryer I found. The washer works nice, so I'll just put it on the curb basically with a free sign saying please take. So, you know, I had to grab them. So, we're gonna take a trip outside. Now, all these cameras you've been seeing here are the original cameras of the Lorex system, which they were also made in like 2009. So, not the best cameras. They're very early, you know, regular, smaller type security cameras. But outside, I got some new cameras, some new B and C cameras. They are not made by Lorex. They're made by Zosi. So this will kind of be a review video as well. As you can see, this is one of the Zosi cameras. This is a bullet. I stuck 2 bullets and 2 domes on this house outside. They're all white. They're all made by Zosi. I'll call it. This camera will focus. Now you can find these all over eBay for 16 bucks a piece. They're excellent cameras. They have excellent night vision, way better than those original Lorex cameras. And I know back then those cameras were probably 60 bucks a piece. Brand new. And I could get these cheaper. Now, I don't know if they still make those cameras anymore, but there's a dome right here. That's a Zosi dome camera. It has a little joystick controller, which, to be honest, you don't even need to mess with the joystick controller. It already comes preset to perfect the way how it is. There's a bullet there. Here's another dome over here facing the driveway. I paid, I believe, $16. These are 16 bucks each. All of these cameras, because they were on sale, and they were like a couple dollars less at the time I ordered these. So, excellent cameras. So if you're considering if you have an old DVR system that uses B and C connectors and you want to put better cameras on, and these guys are the perfect for the job. And then also take a trip to this side of the house. There's one right here too, facing the street. Now, as you can see here, what that black stuff is, it's electrical tape. So, what I ended up doing is, I electrical taped these connections off because I don't want the weather to get to them, because those are the weak points of the cameras a lot of times. I've seen a number of these connections fail from weathering over time, so that's why I taped all that off, just to give it some more protection. And I also ran the cables on the bottom of the house, obviously, because I don't want the HOA to say anything. Just, you know, the HOA are rude, nasty people. They're very picky about everything, so I try to keep this as nice as possible so they don't get on us about this. You know, there's a bunch of coax cables running across most houses in this development. So, here's all the cables coming out. There's one going to that other dome camera. And I try to do less destruction as possible with this house. So as you can see, there's all my cable runs all up in the porch. And they all go back to that gray box, which right on the other side is that water mold box I just showed you. All the cables go straight into that room. And yes, I sealed the hole up too, right behind it, because, you know, I don't want bugs and stuff getting through. Or especially western black-headed snakes, because we have those a lot around here. And I also had to do some fitting cables through these holes too. I had to do a little bit of destruction to one of these vents. Now all these holes you see are the exhaust vents from the attic that come out of the house. Right next to this fire alarm here, the hole on the very right here, which is in the middle of your screen, those two cables are the ones that enter into here to these two cameras. Now the nice thing is, when they built this house, they were lovely enough to add this attic access here. So I could get direct access to those holes using basically a garbage picker to pull the cables through. And and yes, I used a garbage picker because I had one on hand, which is really a scorpion squisher tool. But it has a clip and whatnot. But I clipped onto the cables up there and I pulled them through. But right above this crevice here, and this is a crevice I built. I built the ceiling tile system here. And no, it's not an attic access above. It's just regular. It's just a regular ceiling. I just built over it. But right above this LED fixture I found at the Restore the other day, there's a hole right up above it where the cables enter in, and then they just kind of settle up in there. So yeah, that's how I did it. So yeah, if you want to buy some new cameras for your B and C type CCTV system, those are the way to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for any more upcoming projects. There's a lot of stuff changing around here quite quickly. So stay tuned for more.